The first time I ever went to London, I was amazed, and I had already been in a large metropolitan area. I went to UCLA as an undergraduate, so I was used to Los Angeles, but I didn't understand the urban walking culture of London and the number of things to see and do in such a densely populated area. So the course really falls in two halves. The first half of the course is more of the traditional canonical British literature. When we go to London for spring break, and when we get back, we're going to be looking at London for contemporary British writers, particularly looking at British writers of color. London is one of the great cosmopolitan cities of the world, and we'll be looking at how writers talk about and experience the newness, no matter where they're coming from. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to visit locations and objects that are written about. And then the second thing we're going to do is we're going to have our own literary experiences as we walk around London. We will be visiting churches and theaters and landmarks. There are also many objects that writers write about that are housed in London. So for example, when Keats writes about the Elgin Marbles, we will go to the British Museum and look at the Elgin Marbles ourselves. We're going to experience a play at Shakespeare's Globe Theatre. We're going to look at first editions and manuscripts of famous books, such as the earliest edition of Chaucer's Canterbury Tales. We'll look at Shakespeare's first folios. You'll also have an opportunity to explore London on your own in a literary way. Maybe you want to visit all the bookshops you can in London, or you might want to go to the pubs of London where the different writers used to spend a lot of their time or have conversations and meet one another. So this course will count as part of your general tuition for spring semester, and then there is a program fee related to it that pays for all of the things that we'll do in London. It includes lodging, and it includes entrance and tour guides and things like that. It includes a couple of meals, but you'll also be able to pay independently and explore independently the various restaurants and pubs that you would like to go to. There are 3 different scholarships that you can apply for as you apply to the Study Abroad program. There is a scholarship called the Next Century Leaders Endowed Scholarship Fund. There is the Marilyn Bradley Endowed Fund for Undergraduate Study Abroad. So our project is exactly what this scholarship is looking for. And there's also the Dr. Roy Tomashiro Endowed Travel Scholarship. I also think that London is a great location for students for study abroad experiences because it is an English-speaking country. It is familiar in many ways, particularly for people who have studied British literature and culture. And it's a short-term trip, right? So it's a nice mini introduction to study abroad. It's kind of like a gateway drug to study abroad. And we actually hope that students take this trip and then continue on to have study abroad opportunities in the future. Think about applying, even if you think it might be cost prohibitive, because there are many scholarships available to help on top of your regular financial aid scholarship. There is so much energy and excitement in London. Every corner you turn, there is an adventure awaiting you.